1979 Opel Monza 3 litre E automatic. Lovely, lovely colour this one. It's a 3 litre automatic petrol. Sort of an aubergine colour. It's absolutely gorgeous outside as well when it hits the sunlight. Right, bodyweight wise, start off at the bonnet, work our way around the car, and then we'll go for a cold engine start up. Right, lovely and straight up the middle of the bonnet, all nice and shiny, very, very presentable, lovely condition this one. A few little stone chips across the leading edge, but that's all to be concerned about, and the odd sort of light surface scratch here and there where it's been washed over the years. No corrosion across that front front scuttle. A few little imperfections in the paint here and there for being fairly harsh on it. Got a little bit of dust here and there. Sort of a little bit of a ring where the aerial's been blanked out at some point on the top of the driver's wing. Headlights are crystal clear, both sides, with the little wipers on. Lights all nice and straight, lovely and clear those lights. Grills all good. No nasty marks on the grill. There's a couple of fins missing off the top, but that's really sort of part and parcel of it. As we come down the left-hand side, bumper's nice and tidy. Some very, very, very small scratches on the bumper, but no heavy pitting. Valance all nice and straight, apart from a few little stone chips. And again on the right-hand side, all nice and tidy on the right-hand side there. A few little marks on the bumper. A little bit of a mark on the corner of the rubber there, but all very, very clean. So come down the driver's wing, nice and tidy across the wing top. We've always noticed the aerial a little bit there. Lovely and straight around the driver's wing. Rust sort of issues there. There isn't any coming through on the paint side of things. All nice and tidy. It was driven down from Scotland this morning, so it's done quite a few miles and no reported faults. All nice and presentable. Lovely wheels all the way around. A few little stone chips on the lower half. That's all we need to be concerned about. Nice and tidy across the door top there. No real problems with that. No heavy scratching around the lock or the handle. All lovely and clean and tidy. No cracks into the wing mirror. As we jump up onto the roof again, lovely and straight across the roof. A really, really good colour this one. No corrosion around the sunroof anywhere. The odd little bird poo mark on the paint across the roof. And like I say, a few little surface scratches where it's been washed over the years. The vendor did inform us that the sunroof doesn't work on this one. It hasn't done in his ownership. All nice and tidy as you work your way down onto the rear quarter. A few little stone chips here and there, but very, very fresh. A little bit of bubbling just starting on that driver's side rear arch, but it hasn't broke through the head of the paint. And lovely straight across that lower half section there. See how straight it is down that quarter. All the body lines are good. No heavy scratching around the fuel filler cap. Lovely and tidy up the B pillar there, the back pillar. Lovely and straight as we come down the lower half. Valance looks to be nice and straight as well. Chrome works good across the back bumper. No major dings or dents across the back bumper itself. Rear light lenses are crystal clear on both sides. No moisture in there. No corrosion coming through around the barges anywhere. And nothing around the boot lock. All nice and presentable across the back edge there. Across the top of the boot itself. A few little bits in the paint, but very, very fresh. Nice and clean around the barge. But there is the odd little imperfection in the paint itself. Again, depends how harsh you want to be and how close you want to look. Nice and tidy across the lower valance on the whole side. You can see that across that whole rear valance there. Overriders are good as well. A little bit of a mark to the chrome on the left hand side. The rubber fits nice and snug though across the back bumper itself. Lovely and tidy down that lovely big rear quarter on the left hand side. Again, a few little bird poo marks on the roof from this side. You can just see them there. A little bit of a polish would square most of that away, I'd like to think. And the bumper sort of sticking out a little bit further on the left hand side there than it is on the right. But again, just be like a clip. A little bit of rust starting on that left hand side rear arch. A little bit there on the lip, but again, hasn't broken through the head of the paint. Lovely and tidy down that whole left hand side. A few stone chips across the lower half, but apart from that, all nice and straight. And the odd little stone chip across the passenger door there. There's a little bit of a heavy scratch at the back of the passenger door. You can just see that there. No heavy scratching around the handle once again. Lovely and straight down the passenger door. All nice and level as we work our way down the lower half of the front wing. Nice and tidy as you come around the wing there. Around that front wheel arch. No rust coming through on the paint side of things. Once again, lovely and straight down that whole left hand side. It is a really, really gorgeous colour, this one. Looks a little bit brown on the camera, but it's definitely a sort of aubergine purple more than anything. Door card itself, lovely and clean, that lovely big door card there. No rips or tears out of the cloth. The wood's all in nice condition with no cracking at all. The seat itself, again, lovely and tidy down the bolster. No real wear at all to the bolster. Nice and firm as well. No rips or tears to the cloth seat anywhere on the driver's front seat there. Lovely black carpet set all the way throughout. No cracks to that and say across the dashboard. Lovely and tidy across that dashboard there. The dial's nice and clear, easy to read. You'll see 75,723 there on the mileometer. A nice and original down the centre console. No heavy wear around the gear selector or around the window switches. Steering wheel in lovely condition and the headlining showing to me to be unmarked. Driver's seat reclines forward as it should, and no marks at all on that lovely big rear bench seat. Nice and clean and tidy, and the interior is really, really good on this one. One of those cars that you sort of notice have never been dirty in their life. Into the boot now. James is going to open that boot for us while we go around the left-hand side. Again, passenger front door card, lovely and tidy on the door card, no rips or tears, no real wear at all to the handle or to the grip. Black carpet set once again with the overmats, lovely and tidy in there. Dashboard unmarked from the left-hand side. And as we come up that lovely big front seat, again, no rips or tears to the bolster anywhere. Lovely and straight, showing minimal wear to that lovely left-hand side front seat. And again, folding forward as it should, all nice and tidy on the backs. And the rear seats, again, from the left-hand side, unmarked. Lovely big bench rear seat that. Headlining, lovely and tidy as well from the left-hand side. As we go into the boot now, lovely big boot on this. Boot carpet is unmarked once again. Parcel shelf has no big speaker holes drilled in it. All lovely and factory in there. One of the nicest interiors I've seen for a while on one of these. Into the engine bay now. Lovely and tidy in the engine bay as well. Same condition throughout. I'll show you the strut tops there on both sides. Like I say, it's driven 80 miles down to us today. No problems reported. James is going to fire it into life. Firing straight into life there, no hesitation from that. A little bit of an exhaust blast there I can hear if I'm being very, very harsh. I might be wrong. Taking over nice and happy, that one. What a very, very good, usable Opel Monza. I've not seen one in this condition for quite some time. It is automatic, it is the 3 litre. Everything goes just right on it. A gorgeous, gorgeous colour, that one. And there you have it. The Opel Monza automatic 3 litre petrol in what I'm calling aubergine purple with the black cloth interior. Lovely, lovely car, that one.